Guys, welcome to She Code. So, in our top 100 code series, the next problem is for a perfect square. So, a perfect square, it is the result of multiplying two identical integers together. For example, is a perfect square. Why? Because if we multiply 2 with 2, then we get 4. So, multiplying two identical positive integers with each other, then the resultant product is the perfect square. So today we are going to write a program in Java for how to find a perfect square. So here I have taken an integer num which is a number which we are going to check if it is a perfect square or not. Now here another function to check the perfect square. So public static, we will be taking boolean as our return type because we have to check if it is or not. Okay, so let's take perfect square. Fine, and the argument it will be taking is num. In the program, then we will do a dry run, then it will be more clear to you all. So I will be using a for loop which will be I is equal to 1, I into I, because it is a perfect square, so I into I should be less than equal to num. Okay, and I plus plus. Now next thing is we have to check if I into I is equal to num, then it will return us true. Okay, otherwise it will return us false. Fine, now this was our function to check the perfect square. Here I will call this function, I'll be using if else condition. If perfect square, if that is a true, then print it is a perfect square. Otherwise it is not. Okay, so this was a program. Let's do a dry run first, then let's run the program. So here let's come to this function. If I take 4 for example, so if I take num as 4, now let's come to this loop. I is equal to 1, I into I, that is 1 into 1 should be less than equal to num. This is the condition. Then increment its value. So if 1 into 1 is equal to num, then return true. Fine. A perfect square का हमने definition क्या देखा था, that it is the product of two identical numbers. Okay, so now let's come to next loop. Up after incrementing its value, I will be 2, so 2 into 2 it's 4. Okay, and 4 is equal to num as we have taken 4 over here, so 4 is equal to num, it will enter this loop. Okay, if 2 into 2, that is 4, is equal to num, that is our number 4, then return true. Okay, now the true, it has passed the condition, so it will return true, and hence our 4 is a perfect. Run this code. Enter the number. If I enter 8, it is not. If I enter 9, it is a perfect square. If I enter 36, it is a perfect square because 6 into 6 is 36. If I enter 49, it is a perfect square. So this was a program for perfect square. Thank you.